Good morning. Welcome to day 69, Friday, June 14th, 2024. We're having our second cup of coffee. Getting a little bit of a later start this morning. I actually slept in till like 4:30, which was nice, and have cell service here. So jumped on the internet for a little bit, updated Far Out, chatted with Sarah. So we're just leisurely getting things situated, and it was a bit chilly, which was nice. I actually had to put on another layer in the middle of the night and put my hat on, so very good night's sleep. Gonna get moving shortly. We're gonna be doing a reroute today because there's another bridge down, and Sarah let me know that there's a resort nearby, like for horse packing and day hiking and all that. It's called Meadow Resort. They just opened up and their cafe is open. Breakfast is from 8 to 10 and then they shut down till noon. I may be able to make it for breakfast. I'm thinking about it. It's about 5 miles away, trail miles, and then another whatever it is to get there. So that's motivating. And then Tuolumne Meadows, there's a post office and general store there in Yosemite. It's been closed for a few years now, I think. What the heck closed it? We drove by. It's like the whole building was in disrepair. It must have been a storm or snow. It must have been the snow, I guess. Totally crushed the building. Anyway, they're reopening, and Sarah's been keeping tabs on it. I think tomorrow they may be reopen, so that would be another cool pit stop. So yeah, maybe doing a few interesting pit stops along the way. But first things first, we got to get unpacked and we got to start hiking. So I'm going to have a little more of this coffee and then we're going to get moving. We'll see you out there. All right. We left camp at 6. It was a chilly 35 degrees, so we're motoring just to stay warm. But I think we can get breakfast this morning, so we're extra motivated. We got about 5 miles to the junction with Red's Meadow. Then it's like another quarter mile, and they just started. They just opened yesterday, so timing is perfect. Breakfast is from 8 to 10. I think we're gonna hit that window. Bridge time. All right, it's 8 o'clock. We are officially leaving the PCT. About 4.5 miles up the PCT, there is another bridge that is destroyed at a very dangerous water crossing. So there is an alternate. It's mostly a road walk, I think. However, it kind of is on the way with where we're headed now for breakfast. Red Meadows Resort and Pack Station. So that's a nice, convenient thing. If the pack station wasn't open, I would have continued on the PCT a bit further and made a pit stop at Devil's Post Pile. I've already seen it before with Sarah. It's fine. I don't really need to see it again. I'd much rather have breakfast, maybe pick up a few snacks. Maybe they even have a coffee mug that I could use. So that's where we're headed. After we're done at Red Meadows, we'll continue on a detour. I think the mileage will still be pretty much the same, 4.5 miles. It just will be around. So we'll see you for breakfast, hopefully. Looks like they have some cabins here you can stay at. That's cool. I'm guessing this will be our road walk when we're done. I have found breakfast. Success. Well, for an old timer like me, this is a familiar sight, but I haven't seen one that actually works in years. Oops. Timber. So that's the shuttle that'll take you to Mammoth Lakes if you want to go into town. I'm gonna skip that, but they run every 30 minutes. All right, so we're gonna get a breakfast burrito, but they actually had cereal that comes with the milk. I've been craving cereal for a long time, so that's awesome. The store opens at 9, so we'll stick around till then, and then we'll keep going north. Well, I didn't notice till I poured it in, but I guess she gave me chocolate milk, so it's actually not bad, but it's quite a sugar rush. All right, just picked up a few goodies from the store. Gonna repackage a lot of the stuff in Ziploc bags, and then we're gonna do our road walk alternate and get the heck out of here. All right, we're just gonna finish up this coffee and start heading north. I'll show you a picture, but the PCT is the red line. We're at Red Meadows Resort, and you see that purple line that's kind of paralleling. We're gonna take that purple line because of the bridge that's out. And then we'll hook up with the PCT where they connect. So we got a bit of a road walk coming up. All right, here's our road coming up on the left. We're gonna be taking this for a bit. So far the road walk hasn't been too bad. I had one SUV pass me going the way I'm going, and then one of the shuttle buses going the opposite way. So I think because of all the road closures for the feeder roads, this road could definitely be a lot more of a hassle with lots of traffic, but I just got lucky. So that's good for me. So I just had a bus go by. The driver stopped, empty bus, asked me if I wanted a ride. Of course, no thanks, dude. I gotta walk this. So, other than that, there hasn't been a whole lot of traffic. It hasn't been bad at all, at least yet. I think we're about halfway through this road walk. All right, we finally have left the main road. Now we're on a campground dirt road that's gonna reconnect us to the PCT. All right, we're coming up on the damaged bridge, and the PCT is back in our sights. Wouldn't want to cross that. Back on the PCT, baby. It's a cool wooden sign, first intact one I've seen. All right, it's getting close to noon. We're just gonna take a little foot break here. So while I was at Red's Meadow, I met a thru-hiker. I wouldn't say celebrity, but I definitely had heard talk of this thru-hiker a lot through the desert. She's a female from Germany, a trail named Turtle. And I guess with some of the groups she was with, you know, obviously she's not the fastest hiker, but many people were impressed with her because she would always like show up at the end of the day. Like she put the miles in, she just did it slower than a lot of people. So I was at Red Meadow ordering, and the person in front of me was Turtle, and she was trying to tell the person taking the orders her trail name, and I really didn't understand what she was saying. The poor woman taking the order, she had a hearing aid, so she really couldn't understand. So finally, she got a piece of paper and pen and wrote it out, because she doesn't speak English very well. I heard she had to communicate with other through hikers when there's cell service using Google Translate. So I had heard stories about her. So yeah, met her. But the one thing that was interesting about Turtle is, they brought out all of our breakfast, and they had the indoor cafe closed, so we're all sitting outside and on picnic tables. It's very nice, shady. But yeah, Turtle was smoking a cigarette, so maybe that explains part of why she's a turtle. Hey, to each their own. If gotta have that nicotine, I gotta have my caffeine. So it's just interesting. I don't think I may have seen one other person vaping early on, and of course people are smoking weed, but yeah, it's interesting to see someone just puffing away on a cigarette with their morning breakfast. So Turtle's behind me somewhere. Oh, and then when I was doing the road walk, I told you the one bus driver stopped and asked me if I wanted a ride, which I declined. A couple of buses went by, and then a bus pulled up and stopped 50 feet in front of me, oh, I got to go through this rigmarole again. But it wasn't that. The bus was dropping off Turtle. So she was getting a ride from Red's Meadow to get back on the trail. And I heard another group of through hikers asking her if she had skipped, the Sierras, all the passes, and she had, which I think is probably a very smart move. When you don't have the experience in the snow and the ice, you can always come back and pick it up in the end. But it's just interesting, just someone that I've heard the name, I've heard stories, and I finally got to, we didn't chat. It's tough when I don't know German and she doesn't know English, but yeah, I met the world famous Turtle on the trail, so there you go. Just wrapping up a quick break here, basically just to air out my feet. I'll look and see where the next creek crossings are and take a longer break there in some shade and have some electrolytes. I bought a new brand of something from the store that I've seen I wanted to try, and they had single packs, so I bought a lemon lime of that. Oh, we're at a parking lot. Where are we? Okay, we're at the Agnes Meadow Trailhead. Cool. Keep marching north. So there's a new phenomenon starting to happen. Now that we're in the middle of June, summer just about, people out of school, seeing a lot more backpackers who are just, going out for a backpack. We got the high trailhead I was just at. 4 people showed up. My money is on, they're headed to Thousand Island Lakes for a backpack. So I'm sure we're gonna start seeing a lot more people out here as we head up to Yosemite. It won't just be through hikers. All right, so we're getting much closer views of Mount Ritter and Banner Peak. Remember I showed them to you yesterday, they were a lot further away. All right, it's around 2 o'clock. We've been pretty much straight up climbing since Red's Meadow, but I think where I'm gonna camp tonight is about 3 miles away, so that's not too bad. Probably get there in an hour and a half or so, 2 hours maybe. So taking a little break, airing out the feet, having a little something to eat, and then we'll march to camp. Pretty nice views to our left. So we're traversing this ridge on the right. Still lots of climbing, but you can't beat the views. It's pretty cool, that lake feeding that waterfall. All right, tent site, still another 1.5 miles away. We're still doing mostly climbing, but we're getting there. All right, it's 3 o'clock. The trail has decided to show some mercy, and we started to descend some switchbacks, probably with about 1 mile or so to go. So maybe we'll be descending for most of this, which would be nice. We just got out of a big climb. We've got great views of Mount Ritter right in front of us. Very cool. Back to climbing. That's where we came from. Pretty spectacular, huh? We're about 1/4 mile away from camp. Can't wait to get there. All right, it's around 3:30. We have made it to camp for the night. We're gonna have some amazing views up here. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Might be a little windy. That's all right. We don't mind the wind. All right, let's get the camp chores done so we can relax and enjoy these views. As I was taking my trail runners off, this is probably the first day in maybe 2 weeks that my feet weren't pruny from, no significant snow where your feet are wet all day. So that's a nice change. All right, we're very lucky. We have a nice little seasonal stream running a couple 100 feet from camp. So we'll get our water right here. All right, all the camp chores are done. We've got the vestibule doors fully open on the other side to look at the mountains. Let's hop on in. All right, not a bad view from the tent, huh? It's about 4:30. We're camped just shy of 9,700 feet. We ended up doing a little over 18 miles today. We're about 2.5 miles from Thousand Island Lakes, which is a popular backpacking camping destination. So I thought about going there, but it's already been a long day. I had a long day yesterday, and this is a nice spot. So I'm gonna take advantage of it. Let everyone else can enjoy the lake. I'll enjoy it tomorrow as I hike by it. So we're gonna get organized for tomorrow, get everything situated, figure out what's for dinner tonight. There were some cool things at Meadow, so I got this little nice snack. I've already filtered a smart water bottle of water. I'm gonna put some Gatorade in there and enjoy that. And yeah, work on the video, just enjoy the afternoon up here in the mountains into a Friday night. All right, so I think we're gonna wrap it up for today. Dinner is gonna be a Mountain House chicken fajita bowl. We're gonna do some quality snacking. I have not had these in probably since maybe college. So on the combos, pepperoni pizza. Got some Dots pretzels, some Chex Mix for future nights. So our snack game is strong right now. Got some Twix bars. Yeah, little pit stop at Meadow really supplemented our variety, which is nice. It's was a great breakfast burrito. It was like just the right amount of time to be there and to get out. It was great. They did coffee refills. They took Apple Pay, which is nice. All these backcountry places, it's nice that you don't have to have cash or even a credit card. You just need your phone. It's super convenient. So yeah, had a really good day. Had another bridge reroute. Got in a good mileage day. Looking to see, after talking to Sarah or texting Sarah, it looks like
the Tuolumne Meadows General Store is open starting tomorrow. So I have to see how far away that is. It definitely would make a pit stop there. I think it's been years, but I think there's good ice cream there. And plus they have they have like good jerky there. Assuming they have the same select, they'll have great stuff. I'll get more snacks there and more treats. So it's definitely worth a pit stop there. So I'll look at the far out comments, see if I can confirm they're open, or Sarah can confirm they're open. They may even have cell service here. I'll check that later. But yeah, just a great Friday out on the trail. Saw a few more backpackers, and then there was a group at Red's Meadow that were through hikers that they just passed. They're probably going to the lake. They were hanging out a little bit after I left. And I don't know, I remember I told you about that group that after Ridgecrest, we kept leapfrogging. I keep seeing them. I think maybe there's been a split up because one of the guys, I think, was with a different group today, and they were taking the bus into Mammoth Lake. So who knows, but I definitely recognized the one guy. So that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. I just tried a couple of these combos. Maybe it's because I haven't had pizza in a while. They really taste like pizza. They're very good.